Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jesse Lee again, and today we're talking more about Klaviyo SMS. This is an update video in our little quick start series on Klaviyo SMS. In this update video, we're talking about the Klaviyo setup order. I want to do things a little bit differently, and I think it's going to help if you're taking some time to do this. It's really going to help your unsubscribe rates and things like that. So we don't want to get you too many unsubscribes or spam complaints. So making this little change is going to be crucial. All right. So now, you know this probably at this point. I've been doing this long enough. This was planned to be a 7-part series, but I've been doing these videos so long that I just decided to number them because I figured there was going to be updates needed. I started going, 2A, 3A, 4A. That way I could come in or make these updates with 3B. And that's what this video is. It's an update on the Klaviyo setup order. Now, again, this is a multiple part series, so again, 7 major parts with these little update videos probably in between whenever I think of things. So just check down below and the whole guide will be linked below. All right, so okay, let's get into it. Klaviyo setup order. So remember originally, if you've been watching this video, which you should, if you haven't watched all the video series, go check it out. If you remember our setup order, here's what we had. We want to protect ourselves legally by updating terms of service. And then we want to create our bucket of like our segment of active subscribers. And then we wanted to work on our consent methods, right? So for consent, we have collecting consent at checkout, Shopify, or WooCommerce, whatever you're doing. I go over Shopify in this video series, but I'll throw in WooCommerce if anybody out there is using that. Or any of the other ones that I know how to do anyway. And then importing consent, this would be like if you're transferring over from another platform like Attentive or something like that. And then adding a phone number field to a sign-up form. Right? This is another easy way to get acquisition. If you already have people coming in on an email form, hitting the add step button and basically getting people to sign up for SMS after they submit the phone number. Now here's the issue. If you wanted to do all these things in one day, you could totally do that. It would take no more than probably an hour of your time, maybe. Going through these videos, you're listening to me talk a lot, maybe a little bit more. But here's the issue. Sometimes, because we all know as business owners, people are busy, and it takes you longer than an hour to do stuff. So it might take a few days or weeks, right? So here's the tweak I wanted to make. I know we already recorded this one here. Before we do anything else, we want to actually create our welcome flow. So I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to link that down below. And we're going to talk about creating our welcome flow. That will still be part 6. But if you are on this part 3A and you think, well, it might take a little bit while before I get everything consent collected, or it might take a little while before I can get everything built. Go ahead and go to part 6A. And do this welcome flow first. And the reason why, here's the reason why. The reason why is, I'll tell you a story about when I started, early on, I started collecting, this is early in my marketing days, I had collected a list of like 500 subscribers, and I never sent them really a good welcome flow, and then I waited way too long to actually send out a message. And when I finally sent out a message, because I waited so long and I didn't send an appropriate welcome flow, I got so many unsubscribes. Like the spam rate was through the roof because I didn't properly welcome them onto my list, and they also didn't recognize who was sending to them. So you don't want to do that. You want to go and create your welcome flow as soon as possible. There's a few tips over there. I'm going to urge that you check those out because they're really important things to make sure you get done. Yeah, if you're watching this, I'll go ahead. Right now, I think we're on part 4, and I haven't done 5 yet. So what I'm going to do is create part 6. So go over there now. Again, click the link below, and just check that out, and then we'll kind of move on. All right. So the main thing you want to just keep in mind is publish your welcome flow before gathering any form of consent. Now, when I started this video series, I wasn't really thinking of that because, again, this was meant to be something you did in the afternoon. But the more and more I've worked with business owners, I just see that sometimes it takes them a really long time. So they'll start collecting this consent here, and then they don't create that welcome flow for 2 or 3 months after, and then their first campaign that they send, they get a bunch of spam complaints. All right. So that being the case, please go watch that. Again, I'll leave that down in the description. And then if you want if you have questions on anything, comment below asking your question, and I'll give you an answer to your question. All right. So with that, again, go ahead and click here for the next video. Depending on when you're looking at this might be part 6A, the welcome series, or it might be part whatever the next one is, 4B or 5 or whatever. So, but again, check in the link below for the whole thing, and I will see you all in the next video. Talk soon.